is up, stream? Are we ready to go? Hopefully. We'll be ready to go in just a minute. But, okay. So, we're going to be playing the Forza Horizon 4 demo today, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I can already see the chat going absolutely nuts. But unfortunately, we only have about 45 minutes to do this, but we're going to try and get as much in as possible, and you're gonna answer some questions or help answer some questions.
Yeah, I'll answer what I can. Put it that way.
Cheer on my craziness in game.
That's right. That's right. I want to see what you can do.
Yeah, we'll see. First thing I'm gonna do is turn everything off. But well, I gotta turn on the controller first.
That's right. You can adjust your settings in this demo. So
yeah,
once the demo starts, just pause it. You'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Play how you want.
I played on the when I was playing on the motion rig earlier.
Yeah.
I first thing I did was turned everything off, and then like there was like I heard the people behind me go, "Oh!"
Well, they must not have known who you were.
Oh man, which car do you want me to drive? Which car do you guys want me to drive? I'm gonna give you guys like just a couple seconds to tell me, and then we're gonna start. Let's see.
Got the Senna, got some American muscle.
Yeah.
Got the Porsche.
We could do the Porsche. It's a little bit slower than the rest, but let's see. I see Viper. Oh my God.
Oh, they're in there now. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Wow, more Viper votes than I would have thought.
It's a lot of Viper votes. So the chat can't keep up.
That's right.
The chat can't keep up. I'm gonna drive the Viper.
Okay.
Because I mean, we see it. So we see you guys. And you guys asking for the Senna, there's actually a video coming with the Senna. So it will be in a video. It might not be on this particular stream. We'll restart the demo and drive the Senna a little bit later too. But that car will be in a stream coming soon. So.
Yeah, and the cool thing about the demo though is that even if you start in the Viper, the last section you're in the Senna.
Is the Senna? Yeah.
So, not to spoil it, but.
Well, you may have.
Sorry, spoiler alert, my fault.
Out of all these seasons, I think autumn might be my favorite. It's just there's so many different colors,
and just that, right?
Right.
I mean, that's incredible.
And we got to do our settings.
Let's get ourselves.
We got to do our settings.
Set up for success. Difficulty settings.
Oops.
Yeah, right on there on the left.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. On and off. Clutch. And I don't want any damage on for this.
No,
so.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't want any. That's the thing is like I like to have everything on like super hardcore, but at the same time I like to keep my car pretty.
I do too. It always makes me mad when I make contact with someone and I'm like, no, I got scratches all over my car.
Right. It's for some reason it makes it not quite as fun to drive.
Right.
Bro. So oh
boy.
It's hard for me to ask questions and drive at the same time.
I know, it's not easy to do.
And this first pass through, we're gonna kind of run it properly, and then a couple passes later we'll probably drift.
Sure.
So running it through here, this like water crossing, I know that.
You hit a sheep.
I hit a sheep. I feel bad. Oh my gosh.
Get on the road now.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I love it.
That Arctic truck, I can't wait to actually be able to kind of drive that thing.
Yeah, that thing is crazy, and it's perfectly fitting for like the snowy season of Forza Horizon 4, right?
Right. Now you said before, the seasons would change every week?
That's right. So you have, here we are in winter, so
right.
You'll be seeing that trophy truck, and yes, seasons change every week in Forza. So the thing I like about that is that everybody across the world will be experiencing the same season, the same weather, the same everything. So every 7 days things will change and you'll go from winter to spring and so forth, and that means that yes, the world is going to look and feel different. Obviously you can't drive over frozen lakes in the middle of spring.
Right.
But so there's that aspect of like, yes, it's going to look and feel different.
Right.
But also there's that sense of new events are coming into the game. New cars are coming in. New challenges, new rewards are always coming in. So,
and I'm sure that ties into things like Forzathon.
Absolutely, it does. So there's always.
And now Forzathon Live.
Forzathon Lives are new, a chance for the community for up to 12 drivers to cooperate on these events, work together, and they come across every hour or something like that. You'll get this notice that hey, a new Forzathon Live event is is live. But one other thing about seasons, though, is that when you're in wintertime, for instance, here,
right.
If we're in the game, it's wintertime, it looks great. 4 weeks from now, when you see winter again, it could be a very different expression of winter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's not like it's going to be a carbon copy of winter that you're seeing here.
Oh,
it might
wow.
be different, more or less snow on the ground or what have you. So even the seasons themselves are different when they roll around the next time.
Oh, wow, that's intense.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
So, and you remember what we did with Forza Horizon 3. There was all sorts of Forzathon events coming in. Those didn't repeat themselves. And we envision this game as something that we will support for years to come.
Right.
So we want to have that kind of content and have that kind of variety that will really keep people engaged.
Absolutely. I'm seeing people saying in the chat that they've already like pre-ordered the game.
Oh, well, thank you. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just announced pre-order today, so these guys are really on top of it. It just went live like 4 hours ago. That's great to see.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind, maybe I can run through what's available in the different pre-order.
That would
versions.
actually, that would actually be awesome because I was about to ask what the different levels would be to that. I talk with my hands and it's bad while I'm trying to play. So
just hold the trigger down.
Yeah.
So first things first. This is an Xbox Game Pass game.
Okay.
So on October 2nd, if you are a subscriber to Xbox Game Pass, you're going to get Forza Horizon 4, no extra cost. So you can play the game on day one. But if you're pre-ordering the game, you want to own the game, there's 3 different versions you can own. There's the standard edition, which will obviously come with the game.
Right.
We've also got the Formula Drift car pack. If you have deluxe edition, that's going to have the game, it's going to have the Formula Drift car pack, and it's going to have the car pass. So car pass is, of course, all the DLC cars that we're going to come. In fact, it's something. Oh my God! That was incredible.
I've never done that.
That's like
before.
Top Gear, like Tom Cruise at Top Gear, 2-wheel.
That's crazy. I could not pull that off when I played the demo at the showcase.
Oh man, that was incredible. So I lost my train of thought after seeing that. But yes, Deluxe Edition, and then Ultimate Edition has everything that Deluxe has, plus VIP membership.
Okay.
A day one car pack that we'll announce in the future.
Okay.
Plus 2 expansions.
Wow.
So we're going to do at least 2 expansions for Forza Horizon 4.
Awesome.
And it's included as part of Car Pass and, not as part of Car Pass, as part of Ultimate Edition.
Okay.
And you get early access for Ultimate Edition. So that'll start September 28th.
Okay. And I'm sure those expansions will be available like separately too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you want Ultimate Edition, there's a ton of content, a ton of value there. But yes, you'll be able to buy that stuff separately as well. And
for anybody that that may not have gotten the Ultimate Edition, I mean, I think the Ultimate Edition is kind of the way to just get to the front of the line right off the bat. You know what I mean? So
there's something to be said for playing the game the Friday before it comes out, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's, for me, that's a selling point in and of itself for
well,
the games I love.
It is, because like where are you going to be like all weekend? You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Watching other people play.
Oh, I'm screwed up.
Oh, a little bit of rewind.
I looked over, and I looked over right as I was going to go into the corner, and that's how you screw up. Don't do that.
But this Senna, doesn't it just hug the road, man?
It does. The active arrow is crazy.
Yeah.
I tried to drift it earlier, and it just kind of was just like, what are you doing?
Right.
Why?
Why would you do this?
Yeah. Like.
Don't you know who I am?
Exactly. Yeah. Don't you know who I am and why I have active arrow? I have active arrow to make myself not do this, you idiot. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
But seeing it and watching the premiere at the briefing was just like, oh my gosh.
Were you there in person?
I actually was not there in person. I was like, I had to watch it on my laptop because I was
oh my goodness,
so crazy, crazy busy with a bunch of other things. But like, man, like, I even watching it from there, I saw it come on. I was like, okay, yep, it's time. I gotta actually watch now.
You gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I was watching it online as well, and I was like, the sound of the crowd when they reacted to it was huge. I can't imagine what that was like in person because it sounded huge watching it online.
Yeah.
It was great. I love it. Just talking to like Ralph and those guys from the team, who were there in person when he was on stage. He's like, it was overwhelming to hear that crowd response.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Now we've reached the end.
One time through. Let's go again.
We're gonna run through it again, guys. And I think this time we're probably going to start out with the Viper again, but this time we're gonna drift.
Okay.
So this time we're gonna drift that first section, and then the next sections we're gonna play through, and we're gonna ask Brian some more questions.
Sounds good.
So my first, I shouldn't say first question, but because we've already been well past the first question stage.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Can you talk about how much bigger the map is as a whole?
Well, the way that I've heard Playground explain this, and I like the way they talk about it, what you have is a map that is actually about the size of Australia.
Okay.
In Forza Horizon 3. But because there's seasons involved and it opens up new areas, it's actually 4 different versions of the same map.
Oh, okay.
That are completely different from one another. You remember when you were driving in the wintertime there?
Right.
And the lake that you saw in autumn is now frozen over.
Yeah.
Which means that you can drive on that lake, which means you can access stuff you wouldn't be able to get to in spring or summertime.
Right.
Which means that there's barn finds or other secrets on those areas.
Oh, so that you have to wait for certain seasons that's really interesting.
Yeah, so, and there's just all sorts of interesting challenges and opportunities that seasons add to the map. So, in terms of sheer size, it's about the same size as Australia.
Okay.
But because there's so many different expressions of that and so many different ways to play, I think it's going to feel certainly different, if not larger, to players this time around.
Absolutely. Well, and I would be really curious to know, like, when, and I know you probably don't know the answer to this, but, like, I would love to know, like, how much more, like, say, for example, a percentage of, like, what more percentage of the map is drivable, say, in winter.
Yeah. It's really, you can't, I mean, this is a pretty fairly scripted demo here. We want you to do certain things in this demo because we want to get people through it.
Yeah.
But you can, in the wintertime, pay attention to the area that's, like, off track.
Okay.
And you'll see, geez, I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
In the full game, I'm going to be able to go access places that I couldn't otherwise access.
Right.
And you're going to have all that freedom. And we encourage people to explore. In fact, exploring is one of the ways you progress through the game. If you've played, we've always had a career mode in the game. You've always been able to sort of, you remember in Horizon 3 you were earning fans and winning races and making your way through the game. In 4, we want you to play however you want, and you'll keep progressing through the game. So if you're a drifter, if you're a racer, if you're a creator, you can do the things you like to do in Forza, and you will make progress through the game.
Okay. Now, actually, that brings up a really interesting question. So, the Horizon Festival, right, as a whole, are we playing through as say, are we kind of taking the boss role again, or are we taking a? Maybe you can't talk about these things.
I can talk about it.
Okay.
It's a great question because you remember the original Horizon where you were playing as a competitor.
Yeah.
You were trying to win the Horizon Festival.
You kind of came in as the newbie.
The new guy, right. And then in 3, you were the boss.
Yeah.
You ran the thing. You decided where we expanded the festival and so forth.
Right.
The narrative here in 4 is that if we go back to 3, you were the boss of the festival, but it was summertime all the time. You were just trying to put on a great summer festival. Here, because we have seasons, it's year-round, right? So the idea is that you've come here and you now live at the Horizon Festival.
Oh, okay.
And because of that, you have to buy a house, and you have to get a job, and you have to find ways to support yourself. And in the middle of this, you're surrounded by all of this awesome Horizon stuff that's happening around you.
That's nuts.
So yeah, you can buy property in this game.
That's what I was about to ask. Now, that, as far as like the houses themselves, as far as like being in and around those houses, do you get to see inside your garage, for example, and things like that?
Well, what the houses are essentially is there's a couple different reasons to have property. And one is a very practical reason of it gives you more places to fast travel to. Right?
Oh, okay.
That's not the only
That
thing.
makes sense.
That is a good reason. There's also perks that you unlock when you own certain properties that will affect your races. You remember perks have been in Horizon for a while now.
I'm gonna just get myself a house up in like the twistiest roads I can find, and just stay there.
Just stay there. Just live there.
Yep.
But it's also where you access the auction house, where you tune your car, where you paint your car. So you'll be able to access some of those fundamental things that are part of Forza from whatever house you are in at that moment.
Awesome.
So the garages are going to be shared, so it's not like you're going to forget where you parked your Ferrari in
Right.
the cottage down in this. No,
Right.
you're going to be able to always access your garage.
Awesome. Awesome.
But they give you a reason to. You're going to want to collect those. And the other thing about them is that it's not just like this little dinky house. You can get castles. You can get cottages. You can get. There's a lot of different variety there. So.
Do you know how much like? Do you know how much they will? Is that something that like will buy with in-game currency?
Yes.
Like how much they will cost?
It will cost in-game credits, right?
Right.
So the race winnings that you earn or what have you, you'll be able to spend on houses.
Okay.
There's also the concept I sort of touched on it was you will be able to get a job in Forza.
I was about to ask like where that goes exactly, because that's completely new.
Right.
And I know there might be some people watching thinking like, I gotta get a job. What do you mean? What
Well, they're
going to
be fun jobs, right? It's not like you're going to be sewing clothes or something. You're going to be like doing, like you're going to be in your car and making, driving, delivering cars to here or there, whatever, what have you. So
very
you're
cool.
still going to be driving, but you're going to be earning money as you go.
Very cool. So that kind of takes it out of the realm of just the racing.
That's
you
right.
know, just the racing.
You'll still be in your
the
car, but we want you to do different things and have fun with them.
No, that's awesome.
Look at this. We got motorcycles.
I was gonna say,
I know what the question is, so you go ahead and answer. Go ahead and ask it.
Yeah, the motorcycles. I mean, it's funny. I think we all kind of had that little spark in our head of like, oh my God, when we saw the trailer.
Right.
But yeah, they are a showcase event.
That's right.
Which, to be fair, it's one of the coolest showcase events I've seen in a while. But I also really want to see what happens with that hovercraft.
Oh, that hovercraft looks awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what I love about this one in particular, this showcase in particular, is because, yes, it's a race, but every bike seems to be doing something a little bit differently.
I was going to say, they just appear.
Yeah, they just kind of appear in your screen and doing some crazy jump.
I beat him to the jump that time.
Yeah, they got him that time. But, so here's your challenge. Do you remember the pipe on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
He went through that 2 wheels. Can we replicate that this time?
I could try. Right. I can try. I don't know if I will, but I can try.
So yes, just to confirm, you're not going to be able to drive bikes in the game. This is a showcase event. Just wanted to make that clear for you.
Oh, almost.
Hey, pretty close.
Pretty close.
Pretty
you kind of have to hit the little rock ledge before the pipe.
I think you got it. Yeah.
But like, I mean, I feel like if I kept trying it over and over and over again, I could probably do it.
Probably, yeah.
But oh my gosh, it's so like, it's such a pretty game. It's such a pretty game, and I can't get over how and that's one of the biggest things that I love about it. It's just it's so vibrant and it's just beautiful. I can just sit there and stare at it, I can sit there and stare at it, and especially like if you play it on a 4K TV, it's just like, oh God, an X or like a 1X and a 4K TV. And this, it's like
marriage made in heaven.
It's like I'm set now, You just need that VRX sled.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to play. It's pretty incredible. It's funny. You heard Ralph say it on stage yesterday. Or maybe you did. I can't remember. But we've got a 60 frames per second mode in Forza Horizon 4 now. That's like the kind of thing that the community's been asking for. Since the original game.
Absolutely.
Like, motorsports in 60, I want to play Horizon in 60. Well, now, if you're on Xbox One X, you're going to have the option to play Forza Horizon 4 at 60 frames per second in a performance mode, at a lower resolution, of course, but you're going to be able to enjoy that 60 frames per second. Now, a lot of people...
Up until now, that's only been on PC.
That's right. Unlocked frame rate and that kind of thing, but... I can't wait to try this out in 60 FPS on Xbox One X.
Oh,
it's just going to look great.
It's going to be a blast. And I think that I would personally rather have that little bit of extra smoothness. And I'm the kind of guy that's willing to sacrifice a little bit of graphics for gameplay.
Sure.
So I know some people would rather have the game be as pretty as possible. But like to me, I like to have that immediate response, immediate feel.
I love the choice.
Right? Yeah.
Because when games offer that, it's like, because in some games, I'm the direct opposite. I want it to be as beautiful as possible.
Yeah.
With Forza, I think I'm going to go performance, right? I
Yeah.
want that frame rate.
Yeah.
I think that adds a lot to the game.
I still haven't done the I still keep missing the first one because I keep drifting.
Keep drifting. It's just
Yeah,
natural
I keep-
tendency. It's in your blood.
Moderately. They every time I'm at the track, they're like, "Who was that guy sliding around the last session? We need to talk to him."
That's right. That's right.
But another thing that I was actually curious about is like, so do you have sections of the map based off of or taken inspiration from pretty much every area of the UK?
That's
like,
right.
Down from like say Wales to London.
Yep. Well, not London, but we have Edinburgh up north in Scotland. We have London. I said London too. We have Wales. We have what is it?
Cornwall?
We'll call it the Midlands.
Okay.
The rolling countryside.
Okay.
We have the Black Sea in the eastern part of the map.
Okay.
That up there on the coast. So, what I love about the location, I'll be honest. When they said Britain, I'm like, really, Britain?
Yeah, I was kind of like, okay, let's see how this goes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Because you think of Britain, you think, well, it's going to be raining all the time. It's going to be
Yeah.
gray and sludgy.
Actually, I had a great comment about that when it was when I think I put my first video up about the location.
Yeah.
And somebody commented, they were like, not realistic. It's not raining enough.
Yeah. But the fact is, I mean, Britain it's a big place. It has
Right.
lots of different climates, and every expression of every season can be found in Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Summers can be nice and warm. Winters can get pretty heavy up north.
Yeah.
And so all of that can be found here in Forza. And it's funny too, because Playground is the developers of this game. They are from the UK. These
Right.
guys grew up there.
Yeah.
And so for them, it's been a real labor of love. Of like, I was talking to one of the guys earlier. Of like, if you guys are all from Britain, how do you decide whose hometown gets in the game and what great road? And that, like, it was
Make
tough.
some sort of little compromise.
Right,
there, I
you got to
guess.
make these compromises. But eventually, what they've come up with is similar to Australia. They dialed in the best bits of Australia into
Right.
that map. And so the same thing is here. They sort of think of it as the greatest hits of Britain here in the map. So
Absolutely.
great driving roads, a lot more variety of driving roads and verticality than you might think.
Yeah.
Mountain roads.
Well, I was about to ask about that too, because that's a big thing for me, and I know a lot of the people on my channel have been really curious about, like, are we getting tight, twisty switchbacks? And,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
awesome.
you are.
You guys heard it, because they're coming back. And first of all, that means tandems.
Uh-huh.
That means lots of pulls of the e-brake. That means
Yes.
that means a lot of fun stuff. But like toge roads, effectively. So, and toge battles, which that'll be huge.
And let's Edinburgh itself.
We're gonna drift the Senna, or
Okay,
attempt to.
we're gonna try to. Let's do
We're
it.
gonna try drifting the Senna, and we're gonna do it for you guys. And I don't know how it's gonna go. It might end up in a bush, but hopefully not. Hopefully not.
We're gonna try it out. That's what Forza's all about.
It's a very pretty car.
It is a pretty car. It's I was reading up about this car before I got here to LA, and I read that they go for about $1 million a piece.
About
$1
I think.
million, and all 500 are already sold out. So that means McLaren's already made $500 million.
Right,
on
right.
this car alone.
Right, and I think if I read somewhere that they sold out before any of them were done.
That's right.
So,
That's right. So that's good to know that there's some really wealthy people in the world who are going to be driving this. But you guys, we'll all be driving it in Forza Horizon 4.
right.
I look forward to.
Oh, wait. There. Not simulation damage. Please no.
Yes, no.
Please no. I think I'm good. Oh, now we need to turn that off. But
I believe that you can get some smoke out of this. Let's see. Let's see what
Probably.
happens.
we're aggressive enough.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh,
boy.
baby.
Trying to keep it going. It's got a lot of power.
Yeah.
So as long as you keep the speed pretty low, it'll spin up anytime you kind of want it to.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that active air is working against you.
It tapped the brake, because I always tap the brake to try to load up the front of the car
Right.
and lighten up the rear. But this car doesn't want you to do that.
No.
It wants to make the weight balance equal, so that you don't get to do your hooligan stuff. Oh, thank you
Oh,
for
come on
destroying
now,
my
dude.
combo, bro. Oh, This car, actually, I'm impressed, though, because it's got more steering angle than the Viper, and a ton more than the Porsche. The Porsche doesn't have much for steering angle, but I understand why. I mean, it's a GT4. It's a
precision car, yeah.
I think I got a tap bonus for that. Although, did they move that down to 1,000 points instead of 6,000 points?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the scoring looks like yet. And you should keep in mind that this is all work in progress.
Right,
so
right,
it's still being developed.
Where did that cone come from? I think the guy in front of me hit it, the Vulcan hit it, and then it just kind of landed on me, or flew over me, one of the two. Oh.
I see someone asking about lift kits. We're going to have all different kinds of new body kits in the game.
Oh, really?
Wide body. We're going to have hot rod and off-road stuff. So more to say about that in the future. Drift suspension upgrades.
Now, actually, that's an interesting one because, boy. But no.
Yeah, you drifted it there. You know, you did all right there.
Yeah, you did okay.
Yeah, you did okay.
And talking about that, actually, like, how much more angle will that be side to side? I mean, are we talking about, say, for example, the Horizon Edition Z06 from Forza Horizon 3? Because that car had crazy angle. I mean, it had noticeably more angle than the other cars.
Right.
But is that something we can install on any car, or is it kind of preset to, like, you could install it on, say, a Silvia or
Right. Well, what I'll say is stay tuned, because we're going to be talking more about cars later in the summer.
Okay.
And we'll have more details on all of that, all those body kits and good stuff like that. So
body kits and maybe lift kits? Maybe?
More to come.
Okay.
More to come.
Poke. From the off-road people like me. But, I mean, and looking around, and see, now that I can actually look around and see, and I'm not, like, too focused.
Look out to straight ahead here. You
no,
see
another
how that's
lake.
all frozen over.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be able to hit all of that in the full game, which is awesome to think about.
That's crazy. Do you have any idea how long it would take to drive from one side of the map to the other?
I don't know.
Okay.
But, you know, again, in terms of size, we're talking about similar to the
Australia.
Horizon 3 map.
Yeah. Seems like it would have a lot more verticality, though, than that map. I'm just guessing, but I'm just guessing on that one. But at the same time, I mean, I may... Ooh, boy. I remember one of my favorite roads, like, of all time from the series was actually the Red Rock Canyon from Horizon 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was...
Oh, no! And again, another frozen lake out here.
Frozen lake, and actually you're driving on it here at the end, so you can kind of see the reflections of all the lights in the ice there.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's a pretty game.
Let's see. A lot of people keep asking about, about Toyota and stuff like that. And again, what I'm going to say to that is what he just said about, cars will be, they'll be talking more about that over the course of the summer. But just kind of looking through a lot of it. Someone's asking, can they adjust, like in terms of customization, will they be able to adjust like wheel offset and stuff like that? That's been one that I've heard a lot about on my channel, and that might be another thing that's kind of stay tuned.
Yeah, that is kind of a stay tuned. That's also kind of, I don't know the answer to that yet.
Okay.
So that's one of those I got to find out. Maybe if I find out, I'll let you know. And you can let your community know.
Okay, because that's something I think a lot of people have been wanting for a while, is the whole, wanting to adjust offset, because, you put wheels on your, on say whatever, your 240 SX, and you kind of want to make it as flush as possible.
Yeah, of course.
Did we just lose yellow?
Again, I always have to make those little hand motions.
That's right.
Oh God. I can't
People
wait.
saying they need the Toyota MR2. We got some Toyota fans here, I would imagine.
There's a lot of Toyota people
Yeah.
that come into my comments, my streams all the time.
Yep.
Supra people, MR2 people, but also too, I'm curious to because I'm going to play it on console and on PC.
Okay.
And I'm very curious to see like the difference in how it feels, how it looks, but also I think I'm going to spend more time. Oh, I'm going to try and pull up that
Here we
tutorial
go,
again.
Here we go. Oh, dude!
Oh, never mind.
So close.
So close.
I was going to say, you mastered this.
Oh man, I wonder if I can do that again. I'm gonna go for it one more time.
Okay.
Now I'm like, it's challenging me. It's challenging me, and I have to try it again.
Oh well, coming out maybe.
I'm trying to remember what I hit. Oh,
I don't know. It's hard to say if you hit one of the rocks or what.
I don't know. I had a little
kind of
coming
hit the
out.
lip of the pipe there and came out on 2 wheels.
If I was Ken Block, I would loop it.
Of course.
But
of course, that's right.
I'm not Ken Block.
No,
so.
none of us are. Oh well.
Oh well. Oh, a little bit on the exit. I'm gonna have to retry that when the full game comes out. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, this would be such like a record that moment, you know?
If you get it.
If you
like, Xbox record that.
Yeah.
Share that immediately.
Share it, please. You know what I mean? I've had some moments where I'm like where I accidentally just said record that, please.
Right. Yes.
You know?
Oh God, record that.
Yeah.
I see someone asking about Battle Royale mode. So
yeah.
we don't have Battle Royale mode, but if you've played Horizon in the past,
Forza Night.
Right. Exactly. We've got. You know we have those playground games. We've got King, we've got Infected, we've got Flag Rush and that kind of thing. For 4, we've got a new system where you can play, I think it's called Online Adventure or something like that, where it's 6v6.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to play those kinds of games in this mode, and there are going to be leaderboards associated.
Okay.
So like leagues for
Awesome.
the playground games.
Awesome.
So it's not Battle Royale, but you are going to be able to compete in teams against other players.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. No, that'll be really fun. And see, I'm very interested to see how that ecosystem is gonna work as far as like everybody driving around. So, does that eliminate drivatars as a whole?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
The default here is like we assume you're going to be playing online.
Okay.
Because most people do play Xbox online.
Right.
If you are playing online, the people that will be in your world will be real players, not drivatars, but real players.
Okay.
So you and I playing online, you might appear in my world and vice versa.
I see.
We're friends on Xbox Live. If you don't, let's say you lose your internet connection, or our servers go down, or you just don't want to play online, you can play in solo mode, and that's when the drivatars come in.
Okay.
So the opponent cars you'll have will be drivatars, but
so you still have that option.
You have the option, but when you're playing online,
I looked away for 1 second,
that's
man.
right.
1 second.
But when you play online, you'll be playing. Your world will be populated by other players.
I'm finishing backwards.
Look at that! Look at that! It looks
You have a
cool,
little
actually.
like unique take on the finishing screen. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, look, he didn't get to number 1. He's still drifting.
I know,
that's just the way it goes, right?
This next time through, I'm gonna go fast.
Let's
and
go.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna go, gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
But let's see. Someone asked parking garages.
Well, we've had parking garages in the past. That's sort of where you met for drag racing and things like that. So I don't know 100%. I assume there's a parking garage somewhere in the world of Britain in Forza Horizon 4. Let's see.
Ooh, different wheels in front versus back.
I think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I would say no on that.
Okay.
But again, we got more to say about body kits later in the summer.
Okay. Cool. Let's see.
A
lot of people asking turn signals. I don't think that's a thing.
No, that's not been really at the top of our list.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that would need to be at the top.
The way
of the
you
list.
drive in Forza Horizon 4 doesn't really merit the use of turn signals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody actually had a really good question. Will you be able to own all the houses in the game at once, or will you have to choose between different houses?
I believe you can buy as many as you want if you've got the money. Because like I said, it's a good way to quickly travel around the world.
Okay.
To go from one house to the next. So I think the benefit there, if you want to own as many houses as you want, you can.
Okay. Somebody asked, actually, interesting question. Somebody asked about convertible tops. Are those going to be functional? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because that would be a really interesting one. I think I'm gonna for my go fast run through. I'm gonna run the Viper again.
Viper. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But that's been actually one that I've seen pop up. More than a couple times.
Right.
Is the functionality of convertible tops.
Right.
Because I know we've had open top cars.
A lot of people are asking about that.
Yeah, we've
convertible top control.
We've had open top cars. We've had hard top cars. I just wonder if there's like there could be an in between. But a lot of people keep asking about the Dodge Demon, and I'm not sure why, because we've mentioned that the car list is going to be
It's coming. The car list is coming. Yeah. So more to say. I saw someone asking about the Formula Drift car pack too.
Yeah.
More details on that to come as well. So I'm really excited about that because Formula Drift is super hot right now. It's just
right.
It's been around for a while, but it seems to be really coming into its own. And
absolutely.
So more to come on the Formula Drift car pack, and they mentioned as well a day one car pack that will be coming for players who pre-order the game. I believe it's the Deluxe and Ultimate Editions. It could just be the Ultimate Edition. It might just be the Ultimate Edition. But a day one car pack. More details to come on that as well.
Okay. Let's see. Someone asked if there will be an airport, and I don't know if...
Oh, there's got to be an airport.
I was going to say, it's
like where people live in
It's
Horizon.
Forza Horizon. There's got to be an airport. You can't have a Horizon game without an airport.
I saw someone mention emotes. So one of the things that's new with 4 is the fact that in addition to be able to customize your car with all different kinds of kits and paint your car and tune your car, you're going to be able to customize your driver as well.
Right, for the first time.
Clothing. So you'll be able to earn that stuff through wheel spins. You can get some stuff, I think, with VIP. If you get VIP, you can get some special stuff for your character
and
as
that's
well.
individual pieces of clothing, right?
I believe so. I believe it's like hats and good stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can dress yourself up a little bit.
Sweet, because I know we kind of got a taste of that in 7 with the racing suits.
That's right.
But I was curious. Oh boy, trying to twitch my head down and then come back up. It's mildly
window
hard.
stickers. I saw people. I'm not sure about window decals. I'll have to find out. I don't know the answer to that. Thank you for asking, though.
Someone asked about drag tires. I don't know if that's a...
So tires in Horizon are all weather. There's not a specific set of drag tires you can choose.
Okay.
But if you're on off-road tires and you go to the snow, they'll have the studs like they did in Bushel Mountain. But the tires are tuned for all weather. So no
all-weather performance.
Yeah, exactly. No specialty tires like that.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Someone's asking, can you drive the Volkswagen Beetle, please? And I'm like, you probably can. If it's shown in that trailer, you probably can.
I think that's a safe bet. If you saw it in the trailer, that means it's in the game.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's so hard.
It's going so fast. Let me see if I can pick some of these up while you're driving.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you could. Oh boy.
Let's see.
Trying to maintain on ice too.
Is weekly seasons the only option, or are there any others? Tyler asked. Thank you, Tyler, for asking that. Seasons will change weekly, so that is something that will happen globally for the game. So if you're in wintertime, everybody else will be in wintertime. The difference there is, and I don't know if we've talked about this, but we have this concept of blueprints in the game, and that's from Horizon 3. You could create bucket list blueprints and create these events and have a lot of control over that and share with your friends. You can do the same in Forza Horizon 4, only this time you can create race routes.
Right.
So you can create an entirely new point-to-point or circuit race route, share that with your friends, and that's an opportunity for you to change the season. So
okay.
Yeah, so if it's wintertime, you can go, no, I want this event to be in summertime.
Okay.
So that's an opportunity to have a little bit of flexibility there with when you're driving.
That's awesome. So if you want to have your own little, say for example, you make an event and this is my, summer midnight mountain drifting.
That's right.
Kind of thing. You can make that, and it can always be summertime.
That's right. So you'll have that control, but when you get back into the world and you're exploring and you're driving around, that will be in whatever the current season is.
That's really good. That's really cool.
Let's see, what else do we have here?
I've seen some people asking when the demo is going to be out. And
no announcement yet.
No announcement yet?
People ask if the demo exists. What I always say is, we do demos.
We do demos.
Right?
Okay.
But no specific announcement, but we do demos. So, open wheel cars, stay tuned for more on that when we release the car list. That's pretty much the general answer for anything
car list
at this point.
Anything car list. You guys might have to get a little creative with those.
Right. Let's see.
But we've been having a lot of really good questions.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I think we're getting close to having to shut it down, but...
Yeah, unfortunately. We can only stream this for a certain amount of time, and we have, we only have a certain amount of time. But I really appreciate everybody that tuned in. It's awesome. I mean, if you look at our number right now, we've been maintaining that for most of the stream.
All right, that's awesome.
It's you guys are into this, and I really appreciate you all tuning in. So this may be our last little run through.
Last run through. Okay.
So I appreciate all the questions, and he
definitely
he
I
loves
love it.
he loves answering them.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you turn the engine on and off? Are you talking about when you stop the car? I don't know. You
Probably.
Can. Yeah, that's my guess. Diesels. Again.
Oh!
Oh my God. You are getting it though.
I'm close.
I feel like you're gonna find this technique that just works. Oh!
Oh, the other way.
Hold up.
Ah! Uh-oh.
Look at the quarry. Oh, into the quarry! Nice.
Last run through, I might as well try something.
That's right.
Let's see. I don't think custom, like, interior customization is a thing.
No,
that's not a Forza thing.
Yep.
A lot more on the lift kits, which, if you weren't here when we talked about that, they're going to be talking a lot more about new types of body kits and stuff like that a little bit later on. I am gonna, since we're wrapping up, I'm just gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go nuts and not care about the fact that I'm not really winning.
Okay.
But let's see. Somebody said wheel spins. I don't know if that's a.
Yes, wheel spins are back.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, that's a way of, once you level up in the game, you get a wheel spin, and you're going to be able to get things like credits. Oh, look at that! With style.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, wheel spins will be back. If you're a VIP, you get like super wheel spins, which have better stuff in them and things like that. So yeah, wheel spins are back. They've been in the game since at least Forza Horizon 2. So.
Right. Dude, somebody said they're up, like they're awake at 2 a.m. watching in Germany right now.
Oh well, hello.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Germany. Love to see that.
For sure.
So leveling is, you remember in Forza Horizon 3, you earned fans, and that was sort of how you leveled up.
Right.
In this case, it's called influence, and you earn influence as you go, and it's like a combination of XP and things like that.
Because you're an influencer?
That's kind of, yeah. You're an influential person at the Horizon Festival, and you'll be as you make your way through the period. But as we talked about, there's different ways to earn that influence.
Right.
You can race, you can stunt, you can explore, you can earn influence for streaming this game.
That's
no
awesome.
Yeah, so there's tons of different ways to progress your career in Forza Horizon 4 for sure.
That's crazy. I didn't even that's totally new to me. You guys heard that.
That's
so
right.
I mean, hey, start streaming.
Yeah, that's right. You want to get on that. Watching from Scotland, thanks for bringing the game to my hometown. Well, that's awesome. We're going to be at Edinburgh, man. So.
Oh, that's an awesome finishing shot.
Sweet finish. Well done.
I think we got them all this time.
Yeah.
I hope we got them all this time.
No, that's the way to wrap it up.
That's how we finish.
I love it.
That's how we finish. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We all really appreciate it. I had a blast. I mean, and hey, this I mean, it might be just a very short E3 demo, but I could keep playing through it. You know what I mean? Over and over. It's just a blast.
Great. Thank you.
It's such a smooth, fun, vibrant game that it just, like, every time you look at it, you're like, wow, that's pretty. So, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
It's great seeing you again.
Yeah, I really appreciate
everything,
with the stream. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you all next time.